Hello everyone. Recently Grant Morrison had an interview where he's promoting his new Superman book, and he talked about evil Superman because that's been a trope, especially in recent years. Evil Superman's been a thing that's been around forever. Like, for a long time there have always been evil Superman stories, because it is intriguing when you think about it, at least initially, because it's like, oh, you take this guy that is just absolutely good and also all-powerful, and then you just flip him. You flip his morals. He goes from being just like the best of us in terms of being a good guy, and then you turn him bad, and it's like, oh man, that's interesting, that's different. It used to be, but now, ever since around the time of the first Injustice, when that game came out and the comic and everything along with it, it seems like it's gotten really oversaturated. Like, prior to that, there were evil Superman stories long before Injustice, but that's where I feel like everything got really oversaturated, was with the first Injustice. And so now it's no longer like edgy or different or unique to do it. It's just, okay, you're just adding on to the millionth evil Superman story. Just like, it's not even something that's just in the comics now. It's in the movies now too, and the TV shows. Like in Superman and Lois, there's an evil Superman. In Zack Snyder's future plans for the DCEU, he was gonna have Superman turn bad. And I know some people are gonna be like, some of the Snyder cults will be all upset and be like, no, Clark didn't turn evil. It was Lois died, so it made him susceptible to the AntiLife Equation. He was gonna get mind. I don't care. It's still another evil Superman. It's been done so many times. Just like mind control's another thing that's been done a million times in the Superman comics. In fact, there have been like storylines where they show him like fortifying his mind, so it makes it really hard for him to get mind controlled. But then he gets mind controlled again because you have lazy writers that are like, I don't care about this stuff that happened, because you think if you're Superman you would put protection in place to not get mind control, which he has, but people don't care. He still gets mind controlled. Anyways, it's an annoying trope at this point, and Grant Morrison talked about it in an interview. Now I'm going to read Grant Morrison's quote on this whole evil Superman situation. When talking about it, he says, "It's something I've come to terms with and pared down to it coming down to the patriarchal structures that have been oppressing us, and Superman can easily be made to be a representative of that. This dad-like figure looking out for us can be made authoritarian, but I think that's a mistake. I think the idea that Superman would react to the death of Lois Lane by becoming a tyrant is ridiculous. My mom and dad died, and I didn't become a tyrant. If I can handle it, Superman can handle it." I really agree with that last part. The first part, I don't know if that's necessarily why, like, talking about why they've changed Superman. I don't think it's because of, like, some type of patriarchal thing. I think it's more of, what's the opposite of Superman? He's, you know, this good guy. What if we made him bad? I think it's more of that, you know? Like, people, like, a lot of especially creative types have that instinct to be like, what is this person? Let's make him the opposite for this story, because it's different. I think it's more of that than it's, like, some patriarchal system, and so Superman represents that. I mean, maybe there's some people that view it that way, and that's why they do evil Superman. I think it's more of, let's do the opposite of what Superman is. I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do. And then you have people that obviously just hate Superman. They're like, I want him to get beat up, so let's turn him evil so I can have my favorite characters beat him up. That seems to happen a lot as well, but I 100% agree with that last part, talking about how why would Superman turn evil just because Lois died, especially because there are people that lose family members all the time, and lose their love of their lives, and they don't just go out and do something evil. I made a point about this actually in a stream a couple weeks ago. Someone asked me about this question, and I said something similar to what Grant Morrison said here. But yeah, back to the whole Superman going insane. Main continuity Superman, there's literally nothing that would make sense for him to go insane. Like, Lois dying, it doesn't make sense. Like, obviously that'd not feel good, but, like, people like to think that Superman, for some reason, because he's so... Oh, someone landed down here to get it. Please don't have a shotgun. You stole my contract, though. But because, you know, he's so powerful and everything, they just think that he'd go crazy the second, like, Lois died. But you gotta realize who he was raised by. And that would not, so he wouldn't go crazy. And it's just like, the whole thing about Superman is the fact that he's like a normal guy, but with that's insanely powerful. So, like, when a normal person loses their wife, they don't, generally speaking, go and, like, shoot up a mall or something. And Superman's not insane, so he's not going to do that. And I also made a video last year when the Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, or Kill the Justice League trailer came out for that game, talking about how I'm sick of evil Superman. I made some similar points and brought up some Superman stories where it appears Lois dies, but Superman doesn't go crazy and kill anyone. Specifically talking about Superman ending battle, where Manchester Black makes Superman see Lois die, thinking that it's real, thinking that Lois died, that Manchester Black was the reason she died, but then he doesn't go kill Manchester Black because he's Superman. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. It's this weird phenomenon where people think that, oh, because he's so powerful, he's different from us and he would go and kill and like become addicted. No, that's not how it works. Now I want to talk about another part of the article that I disagree with Grant Morrison on, where he talks about his book. So Grant Morrison, and this, he says, I think there's a certain degree of, if he's that powerful, couldn't he change things? We're kind of leaning into that idea that he's a really good man and wants to do the best for us, but he's not actually human. He doesn't want to break us, but he's gotten to the point where he thinks maybe he should break us. Maybe we need this. It's slightly scarier than Superman as an authoritarian dad with heat vision eyes. It's more of an alien perspective saying, I've had enough of you. You've been messing up too long and are really going to hurt yourself if I don't do something. That I completely disagree with, because some writers do this and it pisses me off when they do this whole Superman has this alien perspective on the world. No, he does not. No, he does not. He spent 2 seconds on Krypton. He was on Krypton for not very long at all. He does not remember anything of Krypton. Earth is where he grew up, where he's raised. Everyone he's ever known, everyone he's ever loved is a human on Earth. This is how he was raised. Like, that's what pisses me off so much, because you have so many people make this point where it's like, Superman's an outsider and he sees things as an alien and blah blah. No, he doesn't. He doesn't see things from like the culture of Krypton perspective. That's not how he sees things. He's a human. He's a dude from Kansas. And Grant Morrison saying this, I'm still excited for the book. I'm interested to check it out, see how he does. But it's such a dumb thing to be like, Superman has this alien perspective. No, he does not. He is human first and foremost because he's from Earth. Everything he knows is here. And then later on, he learned those other things. He learned those other things way later in life about Krypton, where he's from and all that. So he has that attachment to Earth and that perspective of being someone from Earth because that is where he is from. He's not this alien. And so that part is something that a lot of writers like to bring into Superman. They like to think that he would have this alien perspective. No, he doesn't. He's a human. Yes, he's different, obviously, with his powers and such, but he was raised here. His parents were human. Like, I don't understand why so many writers try to do this thing where it's like, oh, Superman, no, he's an alien. It's like, no, he has the same perspective as a human, just he has powers. That's it. So I don't agree with that. Still excited to check out his book, and I like his point about evil Superman. At least some writer finally stood up and said something, because so many people in the comic industry hasn't been saying anything. They just keep contributing to this lazy like story that keeps going on, where it's like, what if Superman was evil? Isn't that interesting? It's never interesting. No, it is occasionally interesting, but lately it hasn't really been done well in a long time. One of my favorite evil Superman storylines, I will say, I don't remember the name of the storyline, but it was during the Pre-New 52 Superman Batman series, where Superman and Batman team up to just take over the world. It's an Elseworld story. It's really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. There's a part where, like, I think Wonder Woman kills Bruce or severely hurts him, and Superman just goes and snaps her neck with the lasso of truth. That's what I remember most from that story. It's really good. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. What do you think of Grant Morrison's comments here, and what do you think of the whole evil Superman trope? I know I've talked about it before, but I want to talk about it again. Now we have Grant Morrison saying something. I need a haircut. My hair's too long. Keep messing with it. Oh my goodness, look at this like early Bieber hair. But anyways, yeah, if you guys want to follow me on other stuff, all my social media and all that, link in the description. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitch if you want to watch streams like you saw the clip from earlier. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, everyone.